Hari Om.
Hari Om.
So we'll continue our discussion. Shlok number 35. Shreyan Swadharmo Vigunah Paradharmat Swanushtitat Swadharme Nidhanam Shreyah Paradharmo Bhayavaha. Now in this shlok, this word dharma is used 4 times. So Bhagavan is explaining something about the dharma. The literally meaning of dharma is religion. But here that meaning is not there. Because we have to consider the time when Bhagvadgeeta was told. It is 5,500 years ago. The present religions which we are observing, maybe Islam, Christian, and so many religions are there nowadays. During those periods, these religions were not there. Only the Sanatana Dharma was there, as we called as a religion. So here the meaning of dharma is not religion at all. That we must remember. It is not connected with any religion. Dharma is a duty which we have accepted to do in our life. That is called dharma. And of course, that duty goes on varying also. I'll give some examples. Mother has got some his duties to follow. So following those duties is dharma of mother. Dharma of father is different. Dharma of child is also different. Dharma of student is to learn. Dharma of teacher is to teach. So like this is the meaning of dharma. Dharma of warrior is to fight. So with this connection, Sri Bhagavan is explaining that which is your own dharma is the best one. And you have to follow that. You may observe that some other person has doing some other duties and that is better. That means his dharma is better than my dharma. That means anybody can think. But Sri Bhagavan is saying that don't think like that. Whatever is your dharma, you have to follow. Even if it is not so valuable, but still it is your dharma and you have to follow. Don't follow others' dharma. Swadhanam nidhanam shreya. If it is not paying something to you, but still it is dharma, so you follow. Because others' dharma may have got better results, better returns and all that. And you may be tempted to follow others' dharma because that dharma is good or better or paying something more. But it is not advisable to change your dharma. Don't do others' dharma. For example, a clerk is there in the office. What is his duty or dharma? Follow the instructions of his superiors and carry on the work. Now his superior is maybe manager, getting lot of money, big salary is there. So the clerk may think, oh, that manager is getting good salary. He's just sitting in AC cabin and giving the instructions. So his duty is quite good. So I will do his duty. You will also agree, this is foolishness. Because clerk cannot do the duty of manager. Even if that duty is more, paying more, giving more credit, everything is there. So that duty is better. But clerk should think that, no, my duty is to follow his instructions. I will do that only. Then only his work will continue. If he sits in the manager's chair in the cabin, he cannot do that work at all. So one is saying that paradharmo bhayava, others dharmas, when you try to follow, it is a dangerous for you also and for society also. So this principle is explained here by Sri Bhagavan. And we can agree, yes, that is correct. Everybody has to follow his own dharma, whatever it is. Whether it is not paying you more, it is not giving you more respect, but still you have to follow. So the sweeper is appointed as a speaker, sweeper is paid for the sweeping and all that. and he's supposed to do his own work. That is not good. Just sweeping, very little salary is there. That work also is not paying so credit to him, but still he has to do his own duty. So the principle is simple. Even we can agree, but it's particularly it is mentioned here. And so this is to be for Arjuna. Because Arjuna's duty was to fight because he was the warrior. Their duty is to fight. And he was refusing to fight. And that is why Sri Bhagavan is convincing him in different ways. And in certain cases, following others' dharma maybe pulling is proved to be dangerous also. You are a passenger traveling through a bus. So you paid the money ticket and you are sitting in the comfortable position there. So you have to follow your own dharma of a passenger. If you think, oh, that driver's dharma is good, and if you follow his dharma, driver's dharma, what will happen? There will be accident. So whatever the case is there, whatever dharma you have accepted as a duty for your life, that you must follow. So in this wide sense, we have to understand this law. Not the minor examples. I give the minor example just for convincing the question. So whatever duty we have accepted in our life, and that may go on changing, you see. That may change with respect to others also. Because the mother has got some, just as I told you, mother has got some duties towards her son or children. So you have to follow that duty. But she has got some other dharma with respect to her husband. The duty respect to children is different, duty respect to her husband is different. So we may say her dharmas are different. But whatever that dharma with respect to a particular person, she has to follow that. So that is the meaning of this shloka. So following dharmas of others, it may be good, may be paying, may be creditable, but still you should not go for that. You should follow your own dharma, which you have accepted. That is the meaning of this. So then Arjuna is saying now that yes, everybody has to follow his own dharma, and following dharma is good, no? He is saying in the next shloka, Athakena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha. Anichannapi varshneya balad eva niyojita. He said, then why the people in the society, they are doing the sin, wrong actions? Who is forcing them to do the wrong actions? But that is not their dharma. So everybody in the society has to behave properly in the society. That is his dharma. But why is making sin? Why is doing wrong actions? He's not specifically mentioning any person. He's giving the general example. That why the people are doing sin, wrong actions, dangerous actions to others. It is called papa. Something troubling to other is papa. So why the people are doing papa action? Which is the force behind that? Explain me. So Arjuna got confused because Lord Bhagavan says that everybody has to do his own work. He said, then why the people are not doing their own work, good work? So this confusion of Arjuna, and that is confusion for us also. Why the people in the society not following their own dharma? They are doing disturbing others. That is not their dharma. But still disturbing. So they are doing papa. Why they are doing papa? Now Bhagavan is answering in the next sloka now. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava mahashano mahapapma vidhyena miha vairinam. He is explaining the theory behind that. And particularly what is happening in a common person. He is giving the two things, kama and krodha. These are disturbing, he says. These are forcing. Kama means all desires. Desire in the sense, I want this thing, I want this thing, I want this. This was all wanting. Wanting is desire. That is in common life, everybody has desires. We are also having all desires and we are trying to fulfill the desires. That means desire is not only desire. It stimulates us to do something and get that completed. That is the force, we can say. Desire is a force to do the actions for every human being. As well as this krodha. Krodha is anger. We also experience anger ourselves. This anger stimulates some actions. Then the actions are there, and that is disturbing us. So afterwards we come to know, oh, when I was angry, no, that was not correct. I should not have become angry that time and do all these things. But that is afterthought. Many times we come in force of anger. So anger also is a force. Desire also is a force. So these are the two important. Bhagavan is saying that they are enemies. Enemies of human life. So he's generalizing the statement now. That these are the two enemies. And they are forcing to do wrong action. Because when desire is there, we think that yes, we must complete the desire, whatever the action is there. And so we do some actions that may be disturbing others. But because we want to fulfill the desire, we do that action. So that is the force which is asked by Arjuna. That this is a force stimulating to the wrong actions. Of course, sometimes we feel the desire, there is no wrong action, that doesn't matter. But in the particularly, the question was, Arjuna was that why the people are doing sins, papa. And that is answered, that is because of desire. Because desire is a powerful force to take some action. That action may be good or bad. If it is bad for others, it is a pop. And people are doing that. Suppose a thief is there. His desire is to earn money. He can rob the money from somebody else. That is a papa karma. But still he will do because he has to fulfill his desire. So this is how the desire is a force behind all actions. And that actions may be papa also. If they are good, it's no problem. The punya action, that is very nice. But many times it is papa also. So why the papa is done, that is because of this force of desire and force of krodha, anger. In anger, we are also doing so many things which we don't want to do. But still we do it. Because we want to fulfill the anger. Anger is a force. So these two are the powerful forces. And Sri Bhagavan is saying these are forces, these are in the form of Rajoguna. Now again you have to refer the back explanation of Sattva Rajatama. I told you previously that Sattva Rajatama, these are the three forces stimulating the action. And these are the forces, natural forces are there. Three levels are there because when the total world is created by nature, everything, everywhere there is action. So nature itself has leveled these actions. In Sattva is the best one, Tama is average, Raja is average, and Tama is worst one. So these all three Sattva, Raja, Tama, these all three gunas, these are called gunas, these are with everything. These three gunas are in the nature also. Yes, sometimes nature also is very nice, Sattva gun. There is a normal Rajas gun. And sometimes dangerous. Nature also is dangerous. That is Tamagun. So everything created by nature is composed of all three gunas. For human body, for human being we can say, is also composed of Sattva Rajatama. Everybody from us Also, we have got all three gunas. But now we have to do, because three gunas will stimulate the actions. Sattva guna will stimulate very good actions, punyas. Raja guna will stimulate normal actions. And tamoguna will stimulate very bad actions also. So here he is saying it is rajoguna samudbhava. Because of rajoguna, this kama and krodha, that is desire and anger, is stimulated. And that is with everybody. But now we have to control, you see, that is the more important thing. That is what he is explaining in the further sutra. That it is Rajogun, they are there. Everybody is having all this. Kamana is there, and desire is there, and anger also is there with everybody. We also can experience. But many people doing papa because they could not control their desire and anger. Because Arjuna's question was how the people are doing papa. That is here. If you don't control these desires and anger, then you can do papa. It's a very simple explanation. So he's calling them that they are very great enemies. Mahashano Mahapapma. This desire and anger is very big enemies for human life also, if they are not controlled properly. The enemy, their enemies to be controlled, or rather killed, we can say. To go a little bit ahead, we can say the enemies are to be killed. So Sri Bhagavan wants to say that you have to kill these enemies. But you are not. That is what is happening actually. Why it is happening like that? You also know. But you may also come because desires are there and we will go to fulfill the desires with maybe a papa action also. What is the reason? Bhagavan is explaining the reason in the next sloka. Dhumena vriyate vanni yatha darsho malena cha. Yatholbenavruto garbhas tatha tena idamavrutam. He's giving the three examples. Because controlling this desire and krodh is a knowledge, no? You must have knowledge how to control. The knowledge is the jnana. So he says this jnana or the knowledge, it is there, but it is covered with desire and anger. And so you don't get it properly. And for that he is giving example, dhumena vriyate vanni. Fire is there. But if there is a lot of fume, smoke, lot of smoke is there, you will not see the fire. You will see only the smoke. Fire is there, but you cannot notice it because of the smoke. Similarly, the knowledge is there to control desire and anger, but it is covered. That you have to do punya karma, you don't have to do papa karma, this is the knowledge. You have this knowledge. But because it is covered by desire and anger, they are stimulating you to do the papa. The same question is being answered, you can just understand now. Why the people are doing papa? This question is answered in the systematic way by Sri Bhagavan. Then he says, Yatha darsho malena. The mirror is there. You can see your picture in mirror. But if it is covered with all dust, full of dust, it's covered on the mirror. So you cannot see anything. So similarly, knowledge of doing punya karma is there, but it is covered with this desire and krodh. So you know that I don't wish to do papa karma. But because of this desire and krodh, the knowledge is covered. So you don't think of that knowledge. You say, no, I want to fulfill my desire. So you do anything. You do papa also. So that is why this is covered. The third example is given, Yathol benavruto garbha. Embryo. It is covered by amnion. If you know the details, you see. Totally covered. You cannot observe anything of embryo. So cover is to be torn off. And then only you can see. That is done during the process of delivery. So likewise, 3 examples are given by Sri Bhagavan. So these are covering, these are the covers for the original condition. Fire is original condition. You can't see because of smoke. Similarly, all these examples are there. So similarly, the knowledge of not doing pap and doing punya, this is a knowledge. But this is covered with desire. And when this desire is powerful, it is powerful pressure to do the karma. Then you will not think of your knowledge. You say, no, I want to fulfill desire. I will do whatever I want to do to fulfill the desire. And that may be a pap also. So that is why the pap is done by every human being. The perfect logical technique is explained here by Sri Bhagavan. That everybody has got the knowledge. That is, I want to do my duty, dharma. And that dharma is good. So not doing papa is also my dharma. But you see, the desire comes. Oh, that is correct, but I want now this. So for this, I had to do some action. That may be papa action, but still I will do it. Papa action also. Because I have to fulfill my desire. Or the growth, anger also. If anger is there, we forget everything. Sometimes we slash our children also very heavily because of anger. And then we have to repent. Oh, I should not have done it. But why you have done it? Because of the force of anger or because of the force of desire. So the knowledge is covered by all these things. So these are enemies. So you have to destroy. You have to destroy these enemies. So you'll get the perfect knowledge, what to do and what not to do. And you will do the better things. So this is a common guideline for us also. Because we are also having the desires also there, anger also is there. But we don't control it. We go along with that. Desire is forcing us to do. But then if knowledge is perfect, then we will not do papa karma. We will do all good karmas and the society will be better. So this is general statement. But this is particularly for Arjuna, it is applicable to everybody. So it is applicable to Arjuna also. That his duty was to fight. So fight. The following duty is the best one. It is already said in the initial shlokas. Don't do other duty. So like this, very good guideline is given by Sri Bhagavan. Now the question will remain, how to control? How to control the desire? How to control the anger? Because if you know the perfect knowledge, then sometimes desire is there and it will think that yes, if I want to fulfill desire, I have to disturb somebody else. Then you will not do it. That means you have to control the desire. Doesn't matter, it is not fulfilled. I will bear with that. This is the understanding, you see. So this way, there are 2 ways. This way to train our mind. Sometimes you become angry, but then you must control this. Oh, I should not do wrong actions in my anger. So you have to control the mind. Ultimately, everything relates to the control of the mind. And how to control the mind, that our yoga is telling. Yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. Yoga is that yoga means all Patanjali's Ashtanga yoga and all that. So ultimately, the solution for every problem is Patanjali's Ashtanga yoga. Practicing asana, pranayam, meditation, all those things. Everything, not only asana, pranayam, everything said by Patanjali. Of course, Patanjali has given this solution after Bhagvadgeeta, because Patanjali's time period is maybe after 2000 years from Bhagavad-Gita's time. It is afterwards. So like this, all these solutions lie in the Karma Yoga also. Yes, Bhagavan is telling, no, here, everywhere. Total Bhagavad-Gita is planned for explaining the Karma Yoga, doing the karmas. But for that, you have to control all those things. So anyway, now we'll stop here. Our time is up.